Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here again, and I want to talk about a saved soldier. Well, not a person, but a knife. I bought this on eBay for about $22, and I suspect it was coming from somebody that really didn't know what they had. But when I received it, the scales were painted a lime green, like a hazard green, and due to wear that had worn off and the aluminum was showing through, and whoever owned it decided they wanted to use the blade as a pry bar, and I don't believe in doing that with my knife, but this individual did. Now you'll see, hey, the blade here looks pretty good. What is he talking about? Well, you can see those dents in the blade. Yeah, this was all bent out of shape, and the blade itself, if this was where the tip was, that's where the blade was, right there. When it was all folded up, it actually curved around the awl. So it was not in the best of shape, and you can still kind of see that curve in the blade. I ended up straightening it out, and I think it came out very nicely, but not so nice that this is going to be a collector's item for me. I think I'm going to make this my user soldier, but I like to say to myself, I saved this one from the trash heap. Now, surprisingly, he decided to use the knife as a pry bar and not the screwdriver. You will see the screwdriver's perfect. I mean, there's barely a scratch on the screwdriver. And the awl, he also decided, hey, you know what? That looks like a great pry bar. You'll notice the tip is pretty rounded off because the tip was like that when I got it. So I had to grind down the tip, polish it, and that's what we're left with. So not the brightest knife user. If you want a pry bar, get a crowbar. So that's the cap lifter. Also, he didn't really abuse the can opener either. Didn't use that at all, in almost perfect shape. He just decided, I'm going to use the two things that don't look like pry bars as pry bars. So I was able to clean this one up. I polished the back here. I polished the main blade in with a high polish, and I put a 20-degree angle on the edge here. And I ended up leaving it a little rough, but I used the medium ceramic side of my Spyderco double stuff to get the edge I wanted. The steel's soft enough that you can use something like that to really sharpen it up. You'll see a 02 there, and that designates that this knife was produced in 2002. I remember 2002, had a lot of fun when I was younger, and I felt like that was a good year. So I lucked out. This was a nice knife, nice find, and I was so happy to resurrect it. Now, surprisingly, this person tried to use this as a pry bar, and I think this is just shows how tough these knives are. When I tried to get any side-to-side play out of this knife, there was absolutely none. So even after I was bending it back into shape. So that should give you an idea of how tough these knives are actually made, and what work they can actually do. So this one's going to be a user. It's probably going to go in my toolbox in my car, and I'm going to beat it like I own it and enjoy it. But I'm not going to use it as a pry bar because I have a crowbar in my car. So thank you so much for joining me again on another YouTube video, and I hope you enjoyed this find and this restoration. I didn't start this YouTube channel when I had this in poor shape. If I had, I would have shown you the before. But I will be trying to upload more before and after videos, but I will not be primarily focusing on those. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day.